India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar on Thursday met his counterparts from the Philippines and other regions on the margins of the ASEAN Meet and discussed strengthening bilateral collaboration and priorities in the Indo-Pacific. Minister Jaishankar's visit assumes special significance because this year marks a decade of India's Act East policy. Foreign ministers from Southeast Asian nations and top diplomats from key partner countries such as US and China have gathered here in Laos for the three-day meet. More details in this report.
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar reached Laos on Thursday to participate in the ASEAN meeting. He expressed anticipation for strengthening ties with the bloc as India celebrates a decade of its Act East policy. He met with Secretary of the Foreign Affairs of Philippines Enrique Manalo along with the Foreign Minister of Timor-Leste Benedito Freitas. He held meetings with the Foreign Minister Sokchenda Sophia of Cambodia, where the two noted the progress in bilateral ties, including air connectivity, defence and heritage conservation. Later, he also met with the Foreign Minister of Norway, Espen Barth Eide, and discussed the Nordic partnership in clean energy and trade, which continues to deliver till date. Foreign Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar also met his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi today, where he said that the state of the border will necessarily be reflected on the state of the ties between the two countries, and that they agreed on the need to give strong guidance to complete the disengagement process.
In our previous meeting, we had both agreed in this regard, the challenge of being to proceed in that direction. Excellency, you are also aware that the disturbance to peace and tranquility in our border areas has cast a shadow on our ties for the last 4 years. We have both made considerable efforts to resolve the related issues. Our endeavour is to complete that process and ensure that there is full respect for the line of actual control and of agreements that we have signed in the past. I hope that today's meeting will allow us to give stronger guidance to our officials in that regard. Insofar as our bilateral ties are concerned, we also agree that they are best handled through the approach of three mutuals: mutual respect, mutual interest and mutual sensitivity. We will also appreciate that the state of the border will necessarily be reflected in the state of our ties.
The visit underscores India's deep engagement with ASEAN and highlights the importance India places on the ASEAN-centered regional architecture, the ASEAN unity, its centrality, the ASEAN outlook on the Indo-Pacific, and also advancing the ASEAN-India comprehensive strategic partnership. Through these engagements, India aims to strengthen regional cooperation, economic integration, and collective resilience, also fostering a stable and prosperous Indo-Pacific region. Following the real-time payments linkage system announced between India and Singapore, India is also working with Malaysia and other ASEAN countries to operationalize it for more countries in the region. Foreign ministers from Southeast Asian nations and top diplomats from other partner countries, including the United States and China, have also gathered for the three-day meet. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi are among the attendees. The discussions are expected to focus on the civil war in Myanmar, tensions in the South China Sea, and other regional issues. For the ASEAN nations, Indonesia, Thailand, Singapore, Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Myanmar, Cambodia, Brunei, and Laos, addressing the violence in Myanmar is a top priority as the bloc strives to implement its 5-point consensus peace plan. Bureau Report, DD India.